This is a video on how to make the $ lanyard. We'll start by making the S of the $, which is just a long square stitch lanyard. And then we'll make the first and second bars of the $, where we'll also use the square stitch, but after doing several stitches, we'll make a stitch around the S, and then we'll keep doing stitches, then a stitch around the S, more stitches, and then a stitch around the S. And once you've done that with both bars, you'll be done with the $. Let's get started. You will need 6 pieces of GIMP, 2 that are 5 feet long, and 4 that are each 3 feet long. As you can see, for each of these groups, I have 2 different colors, dark green and a bright green, although this bright green probably looks yellow on the video camera. But for each of them, I have the same 2 colors. So I have these 2 colors for the 2 pieces that are each 5 feet long, these 2 colors for the first set of 3 feet long pieces, and then the same colors for the second set of 3 feet long pieces. Take your 2 5 feet long pieces and bend them at their centers. Take the first piece and bring it around the second. This is actually a way of starting that I haven't shown in my other videos yet. You can use the regular way of starting the square stitch, but for this video we will be using this way. Put a knot in the second piece. Once you have your knot, turn over the lanyard and separate your strands in 4 different directions to get ready to make the first square stitch. So we have a left strand, a right strand, a top strand, and a bottom strand. Take your strand at the top and bring it down and to the left. Take the strand at the bottom, bring it up and to the right. Now you have your 2 loops. Take the strand at the right and bring it across the top, going over and under to the left. Take the strand on the left, bring it across the bottom, going over and under to the right. And then tighten the strands. The next stitch is just a regular square stitch. And I'll show you one more. Just keep making square stitches. and just keep going like that. Make 112 square stitches in total for this part of the lanyard. I now have my 112 stitches. Let me just show you how to count those real fast. You choose a side and then count all of these loops. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 112. So now we're going to finish this part of the lanyard, and I will be finishing with super glue. Super glue is dangerous if you use it incorrectly, so if you are under 18, you need to have an adult with you to do this part. If you don't want to use super glue, you can finish American style. Just watch my video called Square Stitch Finishing, and that will show you how to finish without super glue. And we will let that dry. After 15 minutes, the glue will be dry, and you can cut off the excess gimp at the end. Now this lanyard that we just made will be the S of the $sign. So the next part we'll go through is to make the 2 bars that will cross the S. Now for these bars, we'll start them the regular square stitch way. So take one of your shorter pieces and bend it at its center, drop it over your finger, take the strand at the back, wrap it around to make a second loop. Then take another short strand of the other color and bring it under both of those loops, and pull it through until you get to the middle. Take the strand on the left, bring it over to the right at the top of your finger, going over and under the loops. Pull the strand through, then on the bottom of your finger, bring the strand on the right, across to the left, going over and under the loops. And then take the whole thing off your finger and tighten the strands. And then keep going with regular square stitches. And then make 10 more square stitches. Once you have 12 stitches, including the starting stitch, make one more stitch, but keep it loose. Don't tighten it. Now grab the lanyard that you made earlier and slip it under that stitch. So that they line up about 8 stitches into the lanyard you made before. And then tighten the strands. And then make another stitch on top of that one. And then keep going, do 11 more square stitches. And once you have 12 stitches, make another stitch, keeping this one loose. And bring the longer lanyard through the stitch. And tighten the strands. And then make 12 more square stitches. So there's the first one, 11 more to go. And once you've done 12 stitches, do one more and keep it loose and bring the long lanyard through the stitch. And then tighten the strands. And then make 12 more stitches. Here's the first one. And then once you have your 12 stitches at the top, you are ready to finish. I will be using super glue again, but again, you can finish without super glue by watching my video Square Stitch Finishing. and we'll let that sit for 15 minutes. Then cut off the excess strands, and you have the first bar of the dollar sign. Now take your 2 remaining pieces of GIMP and do 12 square stitches, just like we did when we started this bar here. Now after you have your first 12 stitches, you will make a stitch around the dollar sign, just like you did with the first bar here. And then you will make 12 more stitches, and then a stitch over the dollar sign, etc. So I have 11 here after this stitch around the dollar sign, so I still need to make one more. And so I just wanted to show you, when you're making the stitches on the second bar, the S from the dollar sign can get in the way. And so it makes it easier if you actually pull the lanyard out from under this S to make the stitches. So there's number 12, and then I'll make a stitch around the S, then 12 more, then a stitch around this top part of the S, and then 12 more. And I've finished the second bar with super glue, just like the first bar. And now you're done with the dollar sign lanyard.